Hi friends, welcome to Let's Integrate. Today we will see about the concept of DataView language. DataView is a MuleSoft expression language for accessing and transforming data that travels to a Mule application. This video walks you step by step through some commonly used transformation you can easily do with transform message element in AnyPunch Studio. Let's look into the sample input structure, functions or operator used to manipulate the input data in order to achieve the desired output. This is the sample input. Let us assume we will get the data from database contains multiple rows categorized as main and subcategory. Main category has airline level details and subcategory has its partitions. Both main and subcategory are linked with unique ID. Data should be mapped as per sample input and output structure. As a first step, let me create a new Mule project with HTTP listener. Then we will add a transform message component. In AnyPunch Studio, we have a feature called Data Sense that uses Mule event metadata to help you design applications. Rather than forcing you to manually writing the logic, we can set the input and output structure metadata, which AnyPunch Studio automatically acquires it so that you can map or use this data in your application. So let me define the input and output metadata. Once we define the structure, we can do one-to-one mapping. Once we are done with one-to-one mapping, we require to apply the business logic based on the requirement. So let me see the requirements. The first requirement is airline level details should get displayed under airlines tag. So here we need to apply a filter to get only main category. Next step, all subcategory partition related to respective airlines should get displayed under airlines list, which is nothing but child element of airlines main category. So we should display the airline list subcategory under airlines when the airline ID of main and airline ID of subcategory matches. So this will change to sub value in all the places. Third requirement is if seat availability flag is N, then do not display the particular subcategory under airline list. So we should display this airline list only if the seat availability flag not equal to N. The final point, check for the field discount. If it is present, then calculate the updated fare using customize function, else display the fare as it is. Now I just updated the field fare. It will check for the field discount. If it is present, then it will call the function get updated fare and it will calculate the updated fare amount. Else it will return the fare as it is. Now I will deploy the application. Let me look into the sample input. Here you can see few of the subcategories contains the field discount and few of the subcategories does not contain the field. If it contains, then it will calculate the updated fare. Also, we have some subcategory with seat availability flag has N. In that case, it will not display this entire row. So let me check. Yeah, application is deployed. Now I will hit the service. Yeah, here you can see. So we have an airline ID called SJ100NB which contains 10% discount. The actual fare is 4,000. If you see here, we have same airline ID which returns with updated fare 3,600 after 10% discount. I hope this article helps you understand the concept of data view language. Thank you.